Hey guys, I'd like to welcome you here tonight in my home, and these are all amazing, incredible people. My name is Traci Lynn Cowan, otherwise known as TLC Unleashed, and I'm a celebrity fitness trainer, celebrity host, and an action actress. And tonight we are bringing together a bunch of incredible people and a celebrity chef all the way from Dallas, Texas. His name is Gino Nikolini, and what we like to do is provide health and wellness from the inside out. So we are providing a 3-course meal for all of you today, my celebrity guests and friends. And what we're going to be doing is serving you guys, and we also like to promote healing through wellness and foods, and also cancer-fighting foods, and also hormone-balancing foods as well. So I'd like to introduce to you on that note, Gino Nikolini.
Cheers.
Ciao. My name is Gino Nikolini and I'm your chef tonight. I specialize to my macrobiotic Mediterranean diet and is anti-cancer. I'm a boy from the American fashion industry and I became 260 pounds and I changed industry as arrivederci tutti and I started to think diets. And I came with a macrobiotic diet. What is macrobiotic? Macrobiotic means longevity. It's ancient Greek word who means macros and bios, long life, with no cancer. I personally am a vegan, but I cook the meat and the fish. Because 99% in this country, they are meat and beef eaters and fish. We have only 1% realistic health eaters. What I do is once a month we celebrate cancer disease. For example, January we celebrate thyroid cancer. February we celebrate hormone therapy and American heart attack awareness. I found roots, herbs, greens, who they reduce the cancer cells and they prevent the disease. I believe strongly the meat creates inflammation and is the first phase of cancer. I never found decent farmer in this country to trust and eat meat. My nationality, I'm a Greek, and the mama, she gave me the meat, fish, but unfortunately, I strongly believe it's not right. Now, the fish in this country comes 96% from South Asia because we have a free trade with Japan, India, and China. And they buy for very low cost. It means we don't know how long is the transportation, and usually it's a very poor quality. That's the reason I'm a vegan. And I believe the vegans who they eat vegan food, they live longer life and minimize the cancer. Now, I will give you 3-course meal today: detox cleanse juice, main healing plate, and vegan chocolate. And we'll talk about every course, what's the health benefits. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So thank you, Chef, and I'm excited to try the food. I just want you guys to go around and introduce who you are, just so we know who's here tonight. And thanks again for joining us on our first annual out here in Los Angeles, California, but it's going to be more to come. So you guys, every month we're going to be doing this. It's just going to get bigger and better. So thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for inviting us.
All right, we're going to start over at Eamon, then we'll just work around the table and just let everybody know who you are.
My name is Eamon McGrail, aspiring action actor, and also writer, director, done scripting and directing of indie films, hoping to make it bigger here in Hollywood.
Michael Anderson, pro wrestler named Deimos. I'm out here trying to start a rising acting career.
Lisa Rose, and I'm here to enjoy the delicious food and the wonderful company. Thank you.
I am Allie Chapman, a little person actress and entertainer. And I am very excited to enjoy our food from our wonderful chef and our great host, Traci.
What's going on? My name is Bijan. Bijan is music on Instagram. Primarily a songwriter. I do artist development for recording artists, so that means choreography, video directing, and all sorts of things for singers and performers. Just a friend here coming to support, hang out, meet some cool people, and it's nice to meet all you guys.
Hi, I'm Rhino Michaels, stunt double to the stars. Doubled Steven Seagal Under Siege 2, Ron Perlman for 2 seasons on Beauty and the Beast. Dave Stuber recently in Dave Bautista recently in Stuber, and out for Moline a couple times. I've guest started everything from Silk Stockings and Renegades in the old days to Criminal Minds and Cold Case recently. And I am a thyroid cancer survivor. So it's going to be really interesting checking out this food. Thank you.
How you doing? My name is Paul Pratt, retired NFL athlete with Detroit Lions. Now I'm a personal trainer and I have a 501c3 mentorship program called Second Wind Mentors, and it's geared towards single moms with boys, teen boys. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys. Well, I'm super excited I've always wanted to kind of get into the vegan world. I am a meat eater, I'm not going to lie. I always have been, and I've never been able to completely tie in the veganism into my lifestyle in order to put complete proteins and carbohydrates together to feel full and to be able to keep up with my lifestyle. So I'm very open-minded to this, and I'm very excited, and I'm also obviously having cancer run in my family. I lost my mom at 62 years old to esophageal cancer, so this is definitely close to my heart. So I really want to thank Gino from the bottom of my heart for educating us and serving us tonight, and providing him with our presence and just being amongst amazing, incredible people. So thank you guys. I feel blessed and honored that you're here tonight. Thank you.
So, bring it in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Gino, bring it in. Go get it.
I'm gonna go. And it smells so good too. Come on in the kitchen. Okay. Oh, that smells so good. I think
I got introduced to
I have to do this cup.
food in Milano.
This is my favorite cup.
Little restaurant
That's a
called
bullet.
Dorse Tibetanos.
Of course,
And,
I'm gonna drink from this side because
Dorse
it's silly me.
Tibetanos, see, when I was a fully modelo many years ago.
Oh.
And they would
What
make,
type of movies do you
I
like?
remember them serving us, it was probably made out of
Like Predator style or like what?
some kind of vegetable, but it was like I was eating veal cutlets. It was amazing. It was made out of soy.
I have that on record.
The pumpkin soup was unbelievable. I just loved
They
eating
do
at
very
that
good
place.
pumpkin.
Oh, I loved eating at that place. It was so healthy.
They say he was so close to detail. NASA contacted him and he was stealing the secrets because he wanted it as realistic as possible. So the spaceships and the space
Do you want to do any vlogs or anything too? Totally.
looked like they would.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
IG
Be
or
ready
like
to go
Snapchats or anything?
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
Do
You guys,
I decided
with the
that my favorite movie, now
and
don't laugh, because I mean, I've seen a lot of,
Chef
you know,
Gino.
avant-garde movies, I used to go to Angelica
Smells
Theater in New York,
delicious.
like, you know, don't laugh. My favorite movie is Beetlejuice.
Really?
I see.
Don't laugh.
But I say it with a
Impulse.
chest. It is.
In Brooklyn.
It smells good.
It is a
Do you see my
classic.
glass?
It's a classic.
It's got a bullet in it.
The obese, very gay house decorator.
Right.
I worked with him right after that in Demolition
Smells
Man. He was
delicious.
the right-hand man to the man that ran San Angeles, Cocteau.
I love it.
Yeah, in that beautiful Cologne.
You were
So
in
funny.
the brilliant company then.
He was so much fun to work with.
I think he was also
It was
in
so
No
fabulous.
Escape.
No escape, yeah.
No Escape with Ray Liotta.
Live.
Yeah,
Gino
he was in that
Nikolini,
too.
Yeah.
Celebrity chef.
Yeah, anyway, so that's
Hold on, Nikolini.
Everybody
See,
in
I
that group was
want
trying
to
to
do
get this
that.
fucking come on over here that they designed for it, you know?
Nikolini.
We had to actually come to
You're what he died.
They kept pulling it out saying, can we save this, can we save this?
Celebrity chef. Gino Nikolini, look at him
understand they,
doing a cleansing
they
detox
still
drink right now, our
make things on
3-course meal.
VHS.
We are in it to win it tonight, folks. Eating healthy, cleansing our bodies from the inside out.
Vitamin wrestling too.
No, we're doing it now.
It's not really, I don't really consider it.
They shoot,
I know, you got your drink coming, don't worry. I didn't forget about you, I didn't forget about you. I know.
That's my
The
favorite.
house, hey, Lisa. Mr. Michael. What's up, Eamon?
Oh, yeah, no,
You got that script coming out.
Bob Shaw. Yeah,
I've shown it. Bijan music. What's up? Dan Kennedy behind the camera, light action. This is Ally Chapman. One girl, one girl. Professional, this girl. We are having fun. Look at this.
Advertise all over my spine. I keep seeing the trailer for it on Instagram.
I can't wait. This is. So what do you guys have? Because I'm eating all this. I shouldn't really eat this. Don't tell Bill.
So actually,
That looks amazing. So we're having fun. We've got the first, so we're just doing the detox cleanse drink right now, guys. And then the first course will be coming out after that. So I'm looking, this is a lot of watermelon and some fresh yumminess. Okay, so 2 more there. You're drinking this, right, Dan? Come on.
the Dave Batista.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Stuber, him and Dave are best friends, so I said I just work for him.
What do you got?
When I was an actor, he quit wrestling.
You know, it's funny, they said to me, he said, you know, you're in a lot better shape than Dave, we're gonna put a fat pad on you. I said, no, don't do that to Dave, I'll just stand there for a
I have
Let's see a
one
little
extra.
pooch going
But I'll
on
take
there.
a little extra because I have a smaller
Cheers.
cup, so.
Oh my
Thank you,
goodness,
this
this
is
is
amazing.
This is good. It's not too sweet.
Very good.
It's not too bland.
Yeah, it's very tasty. Feels healthy,
Let's see what we got going here.
and we all could use a little bit of detox.
I've been trying a sort of regimen that Jimmy Kimmel adopted.
Like it?
Twice a week, he would eat under 500 calories. The rest of the week.
What do you think?
This is good. It's
It's like
different.
intermittent
I've
fasting.
never tasted like this before.
Salute, salute.
Oh,
Salute.
yummy.
I gave you, for the first course, a watermelon, basil, turmeric, and ginger.
Somebody's so good for you.
Oh my gosh.
As I told you before, this month we celebrate February hormone balance therapy. The hormones, they are very important for
Doctor's getting me.
our system. If our hormones, they go unbalanced, there is artery from the brain who goes all the way to hormones. The brain goes bad, and we go after the Alzheimer's disease, we have a fog, and we lose our memory. And another thing, when I have a good sexuality, means we need to have a good hormones. It's so strong, like a heart and our neurons, our brain. What I gave you, the watermelon, the basil, turmeric and ginger, they regulate the hormones, and they stimulate better, and they prevent the disease.
Great. Thank you, chef, it's delicious.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's
amazing, yes, love it.
Outstanding.
Cheers, guys.
I think the basil really.
I love basil,
Got a nice kick to it.
everything.
Yeah.
Basil is good in anything, it's refreshing, especially just in like ice water and stuff like that. The lemon, cucumber,
And
strawberries.
basil, like infused.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
actually freeze strawberries and blueberries and stuff like that, and then put it in there with a little bit of basil. But you chop into the leaf of it,
Yeah.
so then you get more of the flavor from it.
Month of February
Yeah.
is based on the word febris, which means to purify or cleanse. Ironically, it's from that word we get the name fever, since they thought that when people got a fever, their bodies were being purged
Oh, that's
by an inner fire.
Wow, that's interesting.
My birth month, too.
so lonely over there. Just
You
sort of
were
come up.
lonely.
I was lonely. Want to sit over here? There's another one for
I know,
us.
Paul, you want to come over here?
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
join
If
us.
somebody wants to ask me a question about the juice, I love to answer.
I have a question. Is it watermelon juice is the base, or it was whole watermelon?
The whole watermelon. It's great.
What does,
And it's a good idea to buy all this produce from farmers market because we don't know how long the grocery stores they have in the refrigeration.
Right.
And the grocery stores, they buy from the distributors. Well, we don't know how long the distributor. Usually average in America, the produce there are 3 to 4 weeks. We need to eat veggies 3 to 4 days after we have to trash because there are no health benefits anymore. And that's the reason I live in Dallas. I go every Saturday with 2 baskets in the Dallas Farmers Market. I know my farmer. I give sometimes tip. He knows me. And well, always bruschetta, you know.
Oh, fragrant grease, fragrant grease on the good produce.
And I get my fresh produce and I have for the whole week. Now, I don't refrigerate the produce. Refrigeration kills the enzymes and the vitamin. I have on my balcony. And if they're fresh and organic, you can keep for 4 or 5 days. There's no problem. And we have it fresh. Just water a little bit, wash, and leave outside. This is what I do. Because refrigeration, realistic, kills the enzymes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Now I'm ready to do the main meal.
Bravo, bravo.
Americanos, they eat 7 o'clock, 7:30,
Oh, and
like the chickens, you know. We eat in Europe, you know, 9:30, 10 o'clock.
10
Yes,
o'clock.
that's great.
And we sleep 2 o'clock, and we break some plates.
Or you go dancing.
Yes.
Chab jump.
the,
Right.
they say the
Dolce
ide-
Vita.
Don't you?
Dolce Vita.
there was an ideal time to eat dinner at 6:30 for a lot of people, at least where I grew up.
This is very
$6.30.
Anglo behavior. Probably the Queens is responsible.
I know, they don't know any better.
I think it's too early for me. But anyway, any answer, any questions?
What benefits does watermelon have?
The watermelon stimulates the hormones and cleans the liver.
That's good.
When we have the clean liver, after the hormones they start to clean. And the ginger, it's therapeutic, who cleans the hormones. And the turmeric is anti-cancer, it kills the red cells in the hormones. Basil, combined together, makes more high antioxidants and a good cleanser for the hormones.
Interesting.
I mean, we're the humans, we can cure our disease by own. We don't have to go to the doctors. I was 260 pounds. Look now. And I have a cells like a 35 years old. It means,
I love Davis. It's great.
but I'm a vegan. I mean, I strongly believe in the vegan diet. I know the big boys, they need protein, but they can get from beans, lentils, carbohydrate beans, chia, quinoa. It's a new direction for our life, a new discoveries. Okay, well, what else? Something else? I'm ready to
Manja.
Go get it.
Manja.
Yes.
Yeah, getting back to anime. Yeah, not a little anime I've watched.
Oh, yeah.
There was an influx of intense stories.
Let me know if I can help you, Chef.
It really appealed to 18 to 25-year-old audiences. Yeah. It's a series.
That's a neat trick.
A lot of the series that you see on TV, like Hormone or the spin-off series, made for people who are not Japanese.
It's funny because somebody was interested in a conversation with someone who was really into anime and studied film, and they felt that a lot of that expressionism in anime was due to how conformed Japanese society is. Do you think that's at all related? Or why do you think it's so gory like it?
Oh, not well, they have different views of what life is like, and also the antagonists, the villains, do have a reflect what they fear, since they've been through so many wars. And their sci-fi is very thematic of the way technology runs away, or how if it's weaponized too much, it'll bring serious results. They saw Einstein's theory was used for during the last World War.
Gorgeous.
They were the victims of it. And so they really, they also idolize heroes the same way they idolized the samurai. And their religion, the official religion of Japan, is, I think, Shinto, an offshoot of Buddhism. And they believe that humans, living things, have souls, but they also think that anything that's made by people is infused with a portion of the soul. So in effect, machines have the potential to develop and be infused with a bit of soul.
When you go to your car.
Yeah. And so,
your car is like.
and so there have been a lot of series like Gigantor or Space Battleship Yamato. All the titles are not characters, but actually the ships that on which the stories take place.
Who wants the first bite?
Is the watercress salad?
I'm gonna let Chef explain what that is. But it looks like watercress salad, yes.
That looks amazing.
It's Indian cauliflower.
Gorgeous presentation.
Yes.
Picture of that.
You gotta take a picture of it, yeah.
I know.
Oh, I think that's the main meal.
I hope you guys don't mind, but we have to pray before we eat, and
That's
so,
the way I do it.
okay. I hope so. If you're not into that ritual, you
Thank
are
you,
now.
Jesus, did come. Wham!
You're like, what? We can't just eat.
Chef, is this the salad?
It's the first course.
Is this the salad?
First course.
No, the first course.
Prima.
Yeah.
I'm somewhere in Europe, they tend to have a salad after the main
The
course.
salad, this is appetizer more.
Yeah, I've learned to eat the salad after the main course for myself.
Salad is fruit. It is
I'm just leaving it now.
It helps the digestion.
Yeah.
I was gonna make it.
It also kills your cravings and also not, if you've eaten
No,
a
that's
lot,
cool. I
you'll actually
appreciate
feel
that.
less full and less bloated when you eat your salad afterwards. It really
Yeah, we
helps,
can
it makes a
exchange
difference,
we
you feel it.
have something.
Yeah, so next time you have a burger or something, have a salad afterwards.
Afterwards, yeah.
Or even just eat an apple.
Can I get anyone a glass of wine with the meal?
Do you have anything other than wine?
Water.
I'll take the water, yeah.
Yep, perfect. I'll grab another wine. Anyone want
Or
anything else?
or more of the juice.
What was this made with? Actually, what kind of machine?
It's a blender.
Oh, cool.
It's an industrial blender.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know, I'm like thinking, I wanna make this.
Yeah,
I
it's
Vitamix.
an industrial blender.
And it's really, I make smoothies twice a day with it, and so I was curious how you made this. But really, you can put the craziest things in it, and you add water. Like you need a base, a liquid base, and so I add water, and you zip it up, and you're like, how did that get like purified? Pureed into nothing, like into juice.
Yeah.
This is their Vitamix. Thank you very much.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, speaking of Japanese things, I think one of their goals in eating is to eat as many varieties, like types of food and colors of food. And so
guess
this
so.
actually is quite Japanese in it.
But it's really interesting, one of my favorite animes was called Space Battleship Yamato, and even though it was broadcast on the children's time slot, all the characters, they talk about how their ship is just the crew working together. And how it's really important how all these crew members work together. And that's why it's called, that's why the battleships is the title of the series, almost as though it is a character.
That's cool.
And they do that with other stories about giant robots. Like there's one called Pat Level, and I don't know if you've heard of them, but again, the machine is an extension of the person, almost as though it has an extension of that person's soul and mind. Even though if you're in any sort of vehicle, if it gets damaged, you better hope that you don't suffer personally.
Well, in Shibuya-ku, I've never been, but I've had lots of people that I've known go to Japan.
Yeah.
And there's a big computer there called Super Lisa, and that is my namesake. So maybe a part of me is there. In
Your
that.
namesake is a
Yeah,
computer?
is Lisa.
Lisa,
Lisa,
okay,
yeah.
you were named after
So
a
it's Super
computer?
Lisa. It's actually a very, very famous computer, sort of like Broadway style, but it's very famous.
I grew up with Gigantor. Gigantor.
Yeah.
Gigantor.
I don't know that.
He's the big, dumbest looking fucking robot in the world. You know, I mean, he just looked like a tin can with legs. Now that's what I had. I had
That's
black
awesome.
and white. Gigantor might have been the dumbest robot in the world.
That's a giant robot one.
Gigantor.
No, Japanese giant robots.
Yeah, it's the new Japanese ones. They're cool. They got all sorts of stuff they can do.
For sure.
Yeah,
They do incredible stuff, but again, they just keep making them more and more complicated.
I'm more like, why don't we check out Fiona Apple every day?
Yeah, the discussion on
No,
that.
they're
But seriously,
rock and
you were named after a computer?
No, I'm just saying it while
Okay.
we were on the topic. I mean,
Yeah. Also, it is. How old is the computer? When was it built?
I'm not sure, but it's practically the most famous computer in Japan, I think. It's a very big screen, sort of like, Broadway style where they like
Where is it
advertise
located?
things at. It's Shibuya-ku, I believe. It's part of Tokyo, if I'm not mistaken. I've never been in person.
I used to live there.
You did? Where's Super Lisa?
I think it's in Shibuya. Something
Yeah,
like
it
that.
is, yeah.
Big intersection, big crowd of people.
Angel
Yeah.
is looking for treats.
Angel, come here, Lish. We might come off it.
Oh, I guess this one.
Yeah.
Aw.
You like vegan? You like a little vegan? Huh? Oh, I love this shit, man.
She's like, I'm a Taco Bell dog. What are you talking
I want to see what
Kilo Taco Bell.
I want to see like what answers you're writing.
Kilo Taco Bell.
I would like to visit Japan.
Right? You certainly deserve it. I feel like you're a serious fan.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
When I started taking up martial arts, I became more of a bookworm of their history
That's cool.
and the history of how they all developed, not just in Japan but in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tokugawa regime of Japan was a very fascinating time. They literally sealed off the whole kingdom for over 200 years. No one was allowed on or off the island, and nobody knew what went on there. It was like the whole island became a giant time capsule of sorts.
Cool. Yeah, my favorite dish. Amazing. Okay, so I like to pray because it's just I want to bless the food. So unless anybody else wants to pray, I will pray. I don't know if you guys want to hold hands or that's nerdy, but I just like to have the human connection between people because I feel like that's missing in the world today. So it's great to connect with one another, even if it's male-male. But so everyone wants to hold hands. I just, dear Lord, I want to thank you for this meal. I want to thank you for this opportunity to be together tonight with such phenomenal people, just in heart rich in spirit and in mind. And please bless this food, not only nourish our bodies, but our minds as well. And provide us with success and love and happiness and peace and joy in the rest of the world. And to all those people out there suffering from cancer and other diseases and ailments, please bless them, dear Lord, and we pray upon them today. Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
Amen.
Woo, yay. And there's a little bit extra in there too, so if you guys are still hungry.
For the big boys.
I'm looking at you, Michael. Yummy.
Wow.
Aw, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay, take the first bite, girl.
Who are you hanging out with?
I'm trying to eat some grainy stuff.
Okay, good. Tell us what it is.
Wow. Quinoa, it's a fresh tomato, basil over top of it.
Wow.
I'm sure I can't say it as well as chef, but
Angel likes
it's
quinoa.
absolutely amazing.
Really? Yeah.
It's delicious. It feels really light. It feels very fresh and just like super light on the palate.
Very
Angel, so
Amazing
good.
job,
Yes,
chef.
you are.
Amazing.
So good.
Oh, wow.
Really haute couture, we got the napkins with the rings.
I know, you know. I busted out the fancy stuff for you guys tonight.
Super fancy.
Don't say I
This
didn't do
one
anything
has
for you.
some salads.
I know it's usually only snacks when we're writing our movie together, Eamon, but
Yeah. Not used to it, yeah.
I only give them, like,
sometimes I
almonds
supply 'em.
You were talking about souls before.
that
You
is
talked about
good.
macrobiotic foods.
Amazing.
I like tomatoes.
And that brought to mind a
Yes,
story of
yeah.
my
Incredible.
first season going to Milano.
I love
I
cauliflower.
met a kid.
I know, cauliflower, it has to be done right.
Yeah.
This is like so
That is
moist
so much
and
fun. I've been
wonderful.
on that long.
What do you think, Ellie?
We just come back from doing the men's shows in Florence. We're getting
Delicious.
It is absolutely delicious,
and
chef.
that kid, Pat Ryan.
It's just
who
fresh, it's
ironically
light,
is
it's
Hugh's
got really
mom's
nice and light on the
sister.
palate.
Took
Thank
my
you.
apartment in
It's
New York and I
magnificent.
took her apartment in Paris or something.
Magnifico.
So I meet
Magnifico.
him doing Gianfranco Ferre's very first show.
Yummy.
He just left Armani as their head designer.
All right,
Anyway, that being
boys.
said, we're up in.
What it is right here?
You were
most-
live.
Sink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most
Tomato?
of us
It's tomato. Okay.
stayed in
That's
the
right.
Hotel Bruxelles, which is right by the Fortress de Basso.
I'm so
Milan.
curious
Okay.
to know what the
He had been
big
there a
boy
year, so he
meat
had,
eaters think.
gotten himself some
And
fancy.
what do you think?
And when he first started,
Yeah.
That's a
I know.
pensione.
it's like a family-owned hotel
Okay.
where they'll make you coffee and whatever. And
Oh, yeah.
you rent a room, but
Like a
it's
B&B.
with a garden. Yeah, Airbnbs.
Okay.
There's a lot of them in Europe.
All right, meat eaters, what do you
So
guys
anyway,
think?
we just finished playing
Rhino?
What's that?
What's your opinion? What
I
do
wanted
you,
your
Oh,
opinion on what you
scale,
thought.
scale of 1 to 10, what do you give it?
Absolutely.
Oh, what is on the salad? It's very good.
Yeah,
And it's not too
I'm
heavy.
gonna explain.
Okay, great.
I gave you the main meal, and it's with a quinoa mixed with red onions, garlic, olive oil, and I mixed with cauliflower with a rainbow color, 2 colors, purple and the canary. And I gave you bok choy, the plant, and the salad is a watercress with fresh tomatoes, all organic, and all these type of veggies, they stimulate the hormones and they prevent the disease. Now, what I do is I use every quarter different spices, different herbs, but I use olive oil, which is raw and unfiltered. No extra virgin, it's not healthy anymore. It needs to be raw and unfiltered, which is difficult to find. Still, this is Trader Joe's from Greece, but it's not the quality who I use. I buy for myself from Greek monastery, $75, 3 gallons. Olive oil, it's very strong item for our body. Opens the heart valve, cleans our arteries, rejuvenate our cells and skin, and prevent the hair to fall down. And stimulate our neurons too, cleanse the neurons. But it needs to be raw and unfiltered again. No extra virgin.
And why is it not healthy anymore?
Huh?
Why were you saying it's not healthy anymore?
The extra virgin, they do double fresh and they filter the benefits from the oils.
Okay.
That's the reason. It needs to be unfiltered, everything inside from the tree.
And how do you get the olive oil from the monastery?
Somebody imports in New York, and he sent me in Dallas.
Could you give me some of that information to order it?
I need to ask his opinion. He has a big restaurant business nationally,
Okay.
and I need to ask his opinion.
Well,
he don't sell.
with all-
He does this for me because
I
I
see.
cook for him when I go to Greece
I see.
on the
Well,
beach.
with everything going on in Italy with the olive oils, I'm always looking for good Greek olive oils.
The real, I believe, is in Greece.
Right.
I believe that. But in Italy, they buy almost the half production of Greece, and they sell made in Italy.
Oh, that's
But they mix the oil
Right.
with the Tunisia, from Palestine, too many mixes.
Angel loves quinoa.
Apparently.
Did she come over for you?
She will eat anything.
What?
I gave you red onions, give me a couple of minutes. I gave you red onions. Red onions is big antidote for the hair. You don't lose hair. I eat the raw onions, raw, no cooking. I gave you cooking. But raw, it's more strong health benefits.
Yeah.
What do
So
you
how does
like
that work
to
for your
eat?
dating life?
Well,
What's that?
I
How's that
become
work for
white
your dating
girl.
life?
Right, I know, you're like dragon breath.